Mum stood tall and unfazed, her head held high like an immovable statue. The man... Hello everyone, my name is Cosway5. Welcome back to Repeat. Now, I'm not sure if I'll play an intro here. Probably I'll find something later on to do an intro with, but we are back and we are going to be recording the second part of Owen's route for today. I'm going to try to pump out as many of these I can, as quick as I can. Well, not pump out, but record as many as I can in this one sitting. I'll probably finish Owen's route in this sitting. Then I have a band concert. Then I'll upload an Owen's route episode today. Of course, it's the, well, not today, but 24th. You guys know me. I'll upload it to 24th. I need my autism spinner. That's really offensive. My bad. My fidget spinners. God, that looks so weird on camera. God, why does that look so weird on camera? It's not spinning that quick. Like, here, let me tap it. That's tapping it. This is me spinning it. That is so weird. Oh, you can see me. Oh, okay, anyways. Before I get distracted by that, again, this is the 17th. The first one's going to be uploaded the 24th, hopefully. I do have a band concert on the 24th. I have a band thing today, but nothing you guys have to worry about. I have a band concert on the 24th, which is a little frustrating, a little annoying, but we should be able to deal with that, so... hopefully, maybe, who knows. All right, let's get back into this. Samuel was an excellent cook and whipped up a fancy steamed salmon dish with expensive-looking spices. Next, he fussed around with me with a mother hen while I cheerfully wolfed down my food. I was afraid of intruding at first, but the butler seemed happy to have someone around for once. Samuel's ears perked up from washing the dishes, and I let out a burp from the kitchen table. Hope my cooking is suited to your taste. I might have grown a bit rusty over the years. No, this was great. Thank you so much for having me over, Samuel. Speaking of having you over, shouldn't you make a call to your teachers at Junaria? Aw, man, I knew I was forgetting something. I fumbled for the phone frantically, scrolling through my contacts for Miss Clarice's number. Maybe she'll be too worried to be pissed at me. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Alright, let me grab my phone. Okay, is this Jayke? Are you alright? I immediately yanked the speaker away from my ear. Sweet Jesus, for such an old lady, Miss Clarice sure has a strong sense of pipes. I found Owen limping back to campus today, like he just ran through his life through rain. And then you haven't come home past curfew. Miss Clarice, I'm fine. Has something happened? Please, Jayke, do not make me worried like... There was a rush of faint noises under Miss Clarice's booming shouts. It sounded like someone was trying to take the phone from her. A jumble of shouts and yelps ran from the speakers. Multiple people wrestled over the phone. Gran, you're overreacting. I'm sure he's fine. I assure you, this is a perfectly reasonable reaction. I was worried sick. Wait, is Jayke still at my house? Can I talk to him real quick? Hands off, children. This is my phone. Give me the damn phone, Gran. There was another crash from the speaker. Someone knocked over a chair. What the hell is going on here? Go back to bed, Cease. Yes, got it. Yo, Ghostbuster, you hear me? I stifled through a laugh as I held the speaker close to my ear again. Sounds like I heard a little too much if you ask me. Oh, hush, everyone was worried sick about you. You were pretty much formed a prayer circle in the middle of the dorm kitchen waiting for you to come back. Boy, anyways, I felt a small pang of guilt in my chest. I didn't think they'd be so worried. I'm gonna put this phone down. This is wasting my time, and I need it to charge before going to my freaking band concert of death. So where are you right now? Oh, wait. Yeah, I have another band's concert. Yeah, so where are you going right now? Safe from the rain, I hope. I'm chilling at Owen's house. His butler, Samuel, is taking good care of me, so no worries. Samuel? As in Samuel Clark? He's an old student of mine. Oh, I'm glad to know Jayke is in good hands. So you're not in immediate danger, and we can all go to sleep without worrying. Yeah? Sweet, good to know. Judy's voice started to faint. She announced my status to the rest of the room. I could hear a collective sigh of relief. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, get over here and apologize, you little shit. Ow, geez, Judy, I just got beat up this morning. Can't you be a little gentler? You ditched Jayke and ran for your life because you couldn't talk to your own damn butler. You don't be a wuss. Oh, I love her so much. There was another muffled rattle of thud as someone shoved the phone into another's face. Hey there, Jayke, how you doing? Hey there, Aaron. Owen, your butler's a wonderful dude, by the way, and an excellent cook, too. Oh, really? See, I told you he's just a sweet teddy bear on the inside. Damn it, Owen, apologize. Owen sighed with a hint of shame. I'm sorry I ditched you at my house, Jayke. I should have just stayed and talked to Samuel. I was just scared, you know? I was terrible to him when I left him, and I said terrible things. Another sigh. I'm just scared. Owen sounded so vulnerable. My breath caught in my throat as I wondered how to reply. Someone suddenly tapped my shoulder as I jumped up in surprise. Hi. Is that Owen? I stared at him blankly for a moment before nodding quietly. Samuel motioned for me to hand him the phone. Hey there, kid. Samuel? There was a deep clatter from the speaker, like someone had dropped the phone. Samuel waited patiently as Owen scrambled back to pick it up. Listen, Samuel, I'm sorry for what I said when I left. I just got angry and... Shh. I'm not angry. It's fine. But it's not fun. Shh. Owen fell silent and Samuel cleared his throat. I won't deny you were being a little piece of shit when you left and didn't come back home for 7 years. You had me real worried. You know that? Sorry. But I also admit I was being a shit too. Things were rough when your mom and Graham passed. I should have been a bit more understanding. There was a heavy pause as Samuel tried to catch his breath. I could hear Owen's pitch breathing from the phone as he tried to keep himself from tearing up. You're my last family, Owen. I miss you. Yeah, I miss you too. Alright, so they make up in this one. That's good. So how's this? I'll be heading over to Denaria for Visitor's Day tomorrow. We'll finally have a proper chat. No more secrets, no more running. Let's just talk. You up for that? The phone rustled quietly as though Owen was nodding. Yeah, I'd like that. I promise not to run this time. Samuel let out a low chuckle. Better not. I can catch up to you this time. There was a clatter from the other side of the phone. We'll strap him down to a chair if we have to. Around a stumbled chuckles throughout the phone as Samuel laughed for real this time. Damn it, Ginny, we were having a moment. Well, you are hogging Grand's phone and it's going to be out of minutes any time now. Well, shit. You can talk to Samuel in person tomorrow. It's good to hear that you two are making up. Samuel's ears drooped in embarrassment. Wait, was I on speakerphone? Did everyone hear that? Pretty much. There was another clatter on the phone. What the hell is going on in here? It's 1 a.m. And why is Owen crying? God damn it, guys. The phone suddenly cut off and disconnected. Samuel let out a hearty laugh as he handed my cell phone back. Well, looks like I get to talk to Owen after all. Thanks for being here, Jake. It's my pleasure. I yawned and covered my mouth drowsily. It's been a long day for you, hasn't it? Probably best for you to get to bed. You can use the guest room and showers upstairs. I'll get you a change of clothes. Yeah. Thanks, Samuel. You're the best. I know. Alright then, that's really cool that they make up in this story. I like that. Good job, Shiro. Hats off to Shiro, everybody. Dicks up for her. Dicks up for Harambe. Dicks up for Shiro. Okay. So I gave in to my exhaustion and allowed Samuel to lead me upstairs. I didn't remember much afterwards, only that sleep took me as soon as my head hit the incredibly comfortable pillow. It was a nice ending to such a hectic day. Day 10. Family of Lies. Okay. Sleep was peaceful. Oh, I thought I was going to be done there. They added more than one chapter? Oh, this is going to get interesting. Sleep was peaceful as I was dreaming as a flock of birds soaring through the warm runner sky. Jake, wake up. 5 more minutes, Mom. You literally said that 10 minutes ago. Oh, come on, get up. Didn't you say you had snooping to do? Suddenly, I felt a pair of ice-cold fingers pinch around my nose and pull me from my warm, comfortable pillow. My eyes shot open, his echo hovering uncomfortably close to my face. I felt like I was pressing my cheeks against a very cold window. You are possibly the laziest person I've ever met. I yawned heavily and rubbed my eyes. You wake me up in the dead of the night and you expect me to jump out of bed with the sun shining out of my eyes? You were the one who was so excited about snooping around the house at this hour. Don't blame the messenger, dude. Now, are we gonna do this? Alright, I'm getting up. That's amazing, by the way, that line right there. It's 12 in the morning. You think I'm gonna wake up with the sun shining in my ass? Amazing. Top quality. Another yawn stretched from my open mouth as I stumbled into the hallway. I strained my ears and felt a wave of relief as the sound of Samuel snoring from the other room. Good, looks like we'll be able to explore. I interrupt you. I'm actually really sorry. Oh, God. I get 2 hours of sleep every night, guys, so. Alright. So, what's the plan, Jake? Hope your planning skills are better than Owen's. There's definitely something fishy about this house and this family in general. I'm gonna snoop around a fair bit to see if I can dig up any information. Is that all? My footsteps were light as I made my way across the hall, doing my best to make a little noise as possible. Philip was right earlier today. This is the kind of situation way out of our league, but information is our best form of currency. Plus, I'm curious why there's a wish haunting around this place. Ghostly things like this don't exactly leave me alone until I take a poke at it. Echo rubbed his temples doubtfully. Your planning skills suck worse than Owen's, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Where are you gonna snoop around first? Well, obviously the most important looking room, so I don't know what I said. What did he say? I'm not 100% sure. Well, obviously the most important looking room around, so what? The most important looking room. Oh, God. Comma, please. Ooh. Well, obviously, comma, the most important looking room around. That would have made much more sense. Jeez, that really confused me. I wriggled my finger down the hallway dramatically. Why am I so tired? How about this one? I pointed a particularly fancy-looking door. The heavy door frame was massive and lined with ornate carvings. The entire thing was built to be sturdy with handsome and expensive wood finish. A master bedroom, or maybe even an office. All right, let's see what we find. It's locked. Great, now what? Leave this to me. I may be falling apart, but cracking a simple lock shouldn't be a problem. Lightly tapped the lock, his eyes glowing brightly after a split second. What eyes? I only see one! Okay. A soft click later, the heavy door swung open. Sweet, let's see what we got here. Yep, okay, this is what I thought it would be. This must be the wish. Okay, a gentle cool breeze caressed my cheek as I walked into the room, stunned by a sudden spectacle of colors. For the moment, I forgot to breathe. This was beautiful. I stared wide at the hundreds upon hundreds of hand-folded paper cranes hanging throughout the room, each meticulously made with loving care. Someone obviously put a lot of time into making each bird perfectly. Each bird fluttered slightly as I walked past them, almost as they were alive. I tore my eyes away from the colorful spectacle and took a look into the rest of the room. The walls were lined with ceiling-high expensive bookshelves with a large desk sitting in the center. God, why am I so tired? Okay. Every time I do that, my ears don't pop because I force myself to stop yawning, which is a thing you can do with your body. And then after you do that, your ears don't pop. It's so annoying. An eerie empty bed was situated at the end of the room. It felt rather uncomfortable to look amongst the flunk of swarm paper cranes. Is this a bedroom? Maybe it belonged to Owen's mom. Owen's mom, who died from an illness. My throat fell slowly as I looked at the sight of hundreds of paper cranes Owen must have made to comfort his dying mother. The empty bed in the room looked cold and unused in a very long time. Hey, Jake, you doing all right? I nodded numbly. Yeah, but I feel kind of shitty for intruding here. That's a given when it comes to snooping around people's private lives. I suppose. I shook my head furiously to cure the head of thoughts. We're here to get information. We're going to need it. Come on, Jake, focus. My eyes traveled from the large desk at the side of the room to the towering bookshelves around me. What should I look at first? Bookshelves, because that's obvious. Owen's mother must have been a book lover. There's enough here to fill a library. And all the books were well worn, not just placed as decoration to make a homeowner look smart. I wonder where I should start looking. Oh, geez. Okay, top shelf. I had to stand on the nearby stool to actually reach the top shelves. They were packed with homeschooling textbooks and education guides. The practice workbooks were all fully completed with impressive marks. There was a note stuck to inside the shelf that read, Samuel, maybe we should move the books lower to where Owen can actually reach them. Looks like Samuel wrote on the bottom of the note. I'll do it later. The books are still on the top shelf. Middle shelf. I peered around the bookshelves cautiously. A copy of Parenting for Dumbasses was shoved into one of the eye-level shelves. There appears to be I can't say that word. Amount of notes scribbled on the inside, and the book itself was chock full of sticky notes. One of them read, The great Heather Adlai can face off any armed gunman, but still can't hold a fucking baby properly. Note under it, written in incredibly neat and sophisticated cursive, said, Shut up, Graham. The rest of the book was littered with similar snide remarks from its readers. Bottom shelf. Nearby, there were several psychological self-help guides scattered throughout the bottom shelf. One in particular, a study on empathy, contained well-worn pages, as though it has been read and reread countless times. Exit bookshelf. Desk. The desk at the center of the room was covered in a thick layer of dust that has been undisturbed for years. Across the top were complicated-looking files and folders that I couldn't make heads or tails of. I kind of felt like an archaeologist trying to unearth fossils without disturbing anything. Find anything interesting yet? I don't think so. Most of these files are written in thick legal jargon. I can barely tell if it's actually English. I dug under the desk inside. There's a kitchen knife taped under the desk, too. Owen's family sure likes to take their precautions seriously. I mean, they apparently dealt with criminals fairly often. I don't blame them for being careful. You think they actually used any of these in a fight? I don't really want to know. An idea flashed in my head. I carefully pulled the small knife from out the under hiding place and set it on the desk. What are you doing? I wonder if my camera's memory snapshot would work on this. It would! Smart! You're gonna try and dive into a memory? Right here? You tend to pass out right after you take photos like this. Well, it's a good thing you're here to watch over my sleeping body while I'm gone. Just warning you, I might be tempted to draw on your face while you sleep. That's a price I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay that. I don't care. Come next video. Hey guys, I have stuff all over my face. I clicked the switch on my camera on and carefully pointed the knife laying at the desk. The camera felt unusually heavy in my hands today. All right, here goes nothing. I wasn't ready for this. I was falling. People were talking, footsteps. Secrets were whispered from ear to ear in hushed voices. Where am I? Who are... Owen, go to the safe room and stay there until we come get you. Owen, there's no need to worry. Mom will take care of everything. We need you to stay very quiet, Owen. Shh, please. It had always been like this. There's been a crash to the door, the sound of broken glass echoing throughout the house. Mom or Samuel would rush me to the safe room, where thick metal walls would keep me safe. Safe from what? They never said. I would wait and wonder, why is Samuel hurt again? Why is Mom covered in red? Who keeps breaking into the house? I never got any answers. I got tired of waiting. This time, as Mom and Samuel closed the safe room door and rushed away, I dug out the key I had hidden in my pocket. I had to take a small peek. I had to know who keeps hurting my family. I looked quietly down the hall towards the kitchen. It sounded like Uncle Graham and Samuel were outside with several other people. There were shouts and gunfire. There was a heavy crash as another person broke through the kitchen window. My head thumping. My heart was thumping heavily against my chest. I took a deep breath and peeked around the corner. Mom stood tall and unfazed, her head held high like an immovable statue. The man who broke in snarled and pointed a gun at her. He stared. Did she get shot here? She stared at it with disinterest. The L'Oreal family is quite persistent, aren't they? You are what? The 40th henchman sent to kill us? The gunman twitched, a bit unnerved by Heather Adlai's calm composure. Just shut up and die, darling. Heather sighed and rubbed her temple tiredly. I don't suppose I could convince you to leave us unharmed. The gunman actually laughed. The price on your head is enough to buy a country, darling. I ain't leaving till the money is filling my pockets. Oh, okay. Heather Adlai sighed heavily before raising a hand slowly above her head. I'd hate to disappoint you, but I don't plan on dying anytime soon. Oh, no. Now get out of my house. Oh! Heather suddenly slammed her fist under the kitchen table, sending a knife through the air. Time seemed slow as she took her first step forward. Oh my god, this is dope! Heather grabs the knife, her hair fluttering wildly behind her. Her movements were swift and practiced precision. The gunman stumbled backwards in surprise as she lunged at him with inhumane speed. She dodged a bullet? He shot at her, but Heather sidestepped it with ease. He struggled to aim again, but she was already too close. 2 more steps forward, as fluid as a dancer. The gunman chucks his gun forward again, and now she's close enough to knock it away. There wasn't a single moment of hesitation before she thrust the knife straight into the man's throat. Damn. Red. The room was painted red. Heather Adlai's stone facade remained unfaltered and unmoved as the man slumped to the ground, and the blood of his throat slowly soaking into the carpet. She tosses the knife into the kitchen sink and glared at the mess reapproachingly. There was a bang as Samuel rushes back inside the kitchen, panting heavily. I'm back! Is everyone all right? His jaw dropped from the dueling pool on the kitchen floor. Whoa, the hell happened here? You and Graham missed one. He broke through the kitchen window. Sorry, we should have been more careful. We took care of the 4 outside, though. It's fine, so long as everyone's safe. Let's hurry up and clear up this mess. I don't want Owen to see any of this. Sucked in an air of breath and shaky air and tiptoed quietly towards the back of the safe room. It'll be a while before I stop shaking. Holy crap, dude! I heard she was freaking God, but my Jesus, she's like Muhammad or something. Jesus. God, she is good. My eyes shot open as I suddenly gasped for air. Echo floated above my head with a worried frown. You okay there, Jake? Been out for like 20 minutes. I think I'm okay, just a bit shaken. I wasn't sure what I expected, but it certainly wasn't that. What did you see? I pulled myself off the floor and tried to shake off the incoming headache. I saw Owen's mother fighting with the L'Oreal. Samuel and Owen uncle there too. It sounded like they did this pretty often. My slowed breathing finally returned to normal, even pace, as I rubbed my blurry eyes with exhaustion. I can't blame Owen for being frustrated with not knowing anything when things like this were happening to him every day. Anyway, I think I'm fine now. Let's keep searching. Holy shit, dude. The drawers. Gingerly, I opened up one of the bigger drawers in the large desk sitting in the room. What is it? There's a journal here. Looks like it's bounded by a lock, though. Hey, Echo, any chance you can unlock this? What am I, your personal lockpicker now? With a sigh, Echo snapped his fingers melodramatically. The lock on the journal opened up with a sharp click. Let's see what we have here. Oh, okay, this is going to be a lot of reading. Dear Diary. No, too juvenile. Hello. Too dull. Well, fuck you too. Apparently, writing in a journal helps one meditate their thoughts. I'd scheduled an appointment with my psychiatrist instead, but poor Dr. Hansen was found murdered in his office several days ago. Looks like the L'Oreal has finally caught up with him. Damn. I still believe keeping a journal is a major security risk, but Samuel insisted that I should look after my mental well-being. Oh, speaking of, I have officially hired Samuel Clark and Graham Belladonna as my protectors today. The Adlai slaughter incident was only a few weeks ago, so it wouldn't help to stay on high alert. Samuel was famed for the skill of his craft and takes care of any danger swiftly. The way he almost worships me as like a hero is rather tiring, but I am safe with Samuel still protecting me. Graham, on the other hand, he still does not trust me. Probably never will. There was a large gap on the page under this entry, as if Heather stopped writing for a little bit. P.S. I finally got rid of Samuel's horrible punk haircut this afternoon. Graham held him down while I trimmed away at that good-awful mohawk. Success. I wish Samuel screamed a little less, though. The neighbors called the cops on us. Great! It still astounds me and shocks me that I will be a mother soon. Me, someone, as much blood on their hands as I should never be near children, but here I am. It scares me to wonder what kind of person my child will grow up to be, but the one thing is certain. I will raise and groom him free of the L'Oreal and Adlai family's influences. He will grow up and be kind and compassionate young man, someone who uses heritage for the greater good and perhaps end mess that is between these two families. Someone his mother could never be. I've arranged our home on Derry Street so that my child would not encounter any information about the two families. I made it clear to Onlinear that any attempts to contact my child would be met with retaliation. He will be born in an unforgiving world, but the least I can do is ensure he enjoys an untainted childhood. Jesus. My child is due within a month or two, but we're still struggling to name him. I made it clear that Samuel II is out of the question. Samuel was heartbroken. I suggested an older name like Flemont, but when I mentioned it, Graham choked on his morning coffee and flipped me off. I guess that was also a bust. There was a small sentence scribbled lightly at the bottom of the page. P.S. Alinier sent me a letter this afternoon. He has suggested Owen. Interesting. Oh, so his father picked the name. Okay. Babies are disgusting. Please stop crying. That was all that was. Now, before I go any further in this is a lot more theory information. Like, I know I should have waited for this update before I released the theory video, because this might change some of my info, because I went really in depth with this theory. So, Graham sent me and Samuel down this afternoon thoroughly demonstrate how to hold a baby. Owen is much cuter when he's not screaming at the top of his lungs. He also threw up on Graham a minute later. I've never been so more proud. Someone had interrupted the entry by scribbling under it in aggressive red ink. Without me, this household would slide into the fucking ocean. Graham, I swear to God, if you interrupt one more time, I'll fucking castrate you. Afraid that ain't possible, darling. Good try, though. Owen began teething today. Apparently babies have an exceptionally strong jaws. We rushed Samuel to the hospital this afternoon to stitch up his finger. Owen looked very smug the whole time. Graham joked that he inherited his mother's ferocity. Hearing this saddens me somewhat. I was hoping he'd take after his father. Today was Owen's 10th birthday. Samuel brought him a motorcycle, which was a terrible idea in itself, but that was not the worst part. He searched through the entire city, pointed at the ugliest vehicle in his distance, and said, I want that one. This thing. It taunts me. A hideous shade of orange with clown shoes, yellow handles is proof of God that someone has a sick sense of humor. I allowed Samuel and Owen to keep it, if only to hope that they would crash it as soon as possible. P.S. It has been a week. Samuel and Owen crashed the motorcycle into our neighbor's house. I rejoiced. Nobody got hurt much. Samuel needed stitches again, and that thing was completely crushed. Imagine my horror when I found it standing in our driveway this morning, fully repaired and threatening me with its existence. Turns out that Graham had it fixed. I liked it. It always managed to piss you off more than I ever could. This man is going to be the death of me. At least Owen seems happy about it. Owen snuck out of the house this morning. We didn't find him until tonight. He is quite the adventurous fellow. I'd be proud if he didn't worry me so much. It's dangerous to him to wander out of the house with L'Oreal still targeting us. Still, it's good to see him go out and make friends in the world. Graham found Owen playing with a small homeless boy and a sick little girl outside the hospital this afternoon. They'd become fast friends. That's Cecil and Jenny. Owen's begging me to let him go back and play with them. I was tempted to say yes, but Owen's safety takes priority. He was very disappointed. There's a little more writing on the other side of this page. P.S. Later today, Owen stole my credit card and attempted to pay for his new friend's hospital bills and school supplies. I pretended not to notice. The L'Oreal's attacks on our household may have become increasingly frequent lately. Samuel and Graham have become exhausted in their constant vigilance. We've had Owen retreat to the safe room practically every day to ensure his safety. The L'Oreal's are growing bolder, breaking into the house in broad daylight and armed to the teeth. I've managed to keep Owen in the dark about his heritage situation, but he's grown frustrated with all the unanswered questions. I'm not sure how long we can keep this charcade going. It just hit me that I've been living with Owen, Samuel, and Graham for almost 12 years. 12 years, with just the four of us. Growing up in the Adlai family was strange. I never had people to just sit down with a dinner and vent these days. Frustrations to. I never had anyone to attempt to cook for, or knit sweaters for, or terrorize the neighbors with. We fought together, laughed together, and it's been nice. Raising Owen with these two has been a privilege. Since the beginning, I did not once believe that this home would last forever, but when it is over, I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss this family. And then there's no more entries. Before we go any further, I just want to say this is actually very interesting, all right? And the reason is that now we have an insight on her, right? The Adlai background, every background that she came from, which is very interesting. Shoot, I just spit all over my mic. Which is very interesting. Because now that we know that, we can look more into Owen's side of things. And I feel like seeing her story is actually very interesting. I like hers, all right? And I love in chapter 9 here that she finally realized this, that I've been living with Owen. I feel like even if you're an aggressor or if you're a defender, it's like fighting for your country, but in this case, they're fighting for their household. So this is what catches me. I'm gonna miss this family. Now, I expected her to be really badass-ish, right? Obviously, from all the things I've heard in the past. But even though she's coming off as badass and not very nice or careful, she is still very nice and careful either way. Even though there's all the problems, all the mistakes that are going on, they're still all a family. Oh, this is an option. I glanced up at the paper cranes hanging around the room like a glittering glissade. As we searched through the room, I had the sneaking suspicion they were almost watching our every move. Each one glowed brightly when I turned towards them. Hello? Can you hear me? Suddenly the room was alive with hundreds of tiny whispering voices. Each paper crane spoke to the other in hushed voices, watching me intently. Suddenly one of the cranes broke off from its string and gently fluttered down to the palm of my hand. It looked fragile, like a stray wing could accidentally tear it beyond repair. I'm trying to tell you something. They are saying that they are the formless wish of Owen L'Oreal. Echo cocked his head to the side as if listening intently to a silent speaker. They said, too, that their name is Layla. I blink at the tiny origami in my hands. Formless wish. It means they don't have an actual body like I do. They exist as a formless entity within these paper cranes. No! Where the heck? Okay, my screen just went black. The cranes in the room suddenly hissed angrily at Echo's appearance, their tiny bodies thrashing against their strings. Echo laughed awkwardly and took a few steps backward. Oh boy, they don't like the fact that I'm here. They want me to leave. What? Why? I glanced up at the overhanging origami with a frown. Hey guys, you can trust Echo here. He's a nice guy, I promise. No, it's fine. I don't blame him for being fidgety. To them, I, smell kinda bad. Well, I think you smell fine and that you should stay. The paper cranes, thrashing reluctantly, died down as they turned their attention back to me. Echo's ears twitched, more whispering hazed throughout the silence of the room. They're saying that they need your help. Layla says they want you to help grant Owen's wish. I want to help, but I'm not even sure what Owen's wished for. The origami's birds fluttered lightly in reply. Owen glanced up at them uneasily. A memory. They said they want you to show you a memory, that they want to use your camera on them like he did earlier. You don't say. The cassette papers and cranes rustle as if in agreement. I get pretty tired when I do this, but I guess I can take another shot. I felt with the camera hanging from my neck as I pointed at the mass of paper in the room, as a means to help Owen. Another quick memory dive will not hurt. Here goes nothing. Ah, that's loud! Please! Everyone's gone. Questions called in the back of my mind. No answers came. Secrets. Where are they good when you're dead? Wait, what? Who are you? Who am blank? I huddled in the blankets of my mom's bed, closed off from the rest of the world. She was here just a few days ago. Oh. Okay. Now, a lot of people, all right? Now, if you didn't know, I am not the person to cry, all right? No, I'm not going to cry here, but I'm not the type of person who cries at games. There's only 2 games in history that have made me cry ever, and I started gaming when I was 4, so 11 years, only 2 games have pulled it off. I'm going to give the assumption this game could possibly pull it off, because this is a beautiful game. Uncle Graham disappeared too. We haven't seen him for weeks. I don't understand. Why do things keep going wrong? Samuel never answered any of my questions. He never did. Did he miss Mom and Uncle Graham as much as I did, or was he too busy keeping secrets to care? I'm growing tired. There was a knock at the door before Samuel slowly peeked inside. Hey kid, you doing alright in there? His voice sounded ragged, although he'd been crying too. I didn't answer him. I pulled the sheets closer and held an entire ball on my mother's bed. There were footsteps as Samuel walked over and tried to pat me on the head. I recoiled back. Samuel, can I ask you some questions? Samuel sighed tiredly, like he always did when I brought this up. I pushed further. Who are you really? Samuel stayed silent. No answer, as usual. I tried again. Why do people keep trying to hurt me and Mom? Who are they? No answer. Why did Mom have to die? Look, kid. Samuel rubbed the bridge of his nose. His one good eye squeezed shut in a poor attempt to hide his grief. I know it's a hard thing to hear, but your mother never wanted you to know these things. So I'm going to respect her wishes. I think it's best if... My mother is dead! Something inside me snapped. Oh... Okay. I did say I don't know how this route's gonna go, but so far I think it's better than the original. All right, I did say I thought the old one was better. I'm gonna stick to it. This is better, because I thought this new one was gonna be focused on both families and having to worry about that. This is focused more on the inner workings of the families, which is much easier for me to understand. I threw off the covers and landed heavily on my feet. My mother is dead, and I have no idea why. My mother is dead, and I'm being told not to ask questions. Tears threatened to escape my eyes as I shouted blindly into the room. Who am I really? Why do people want me dead? Samuel starred, his one sleep-deprived eye snapping with frustration. Finding out the truth doesn't always work out for the best. What makes you so sure of that? I hardly know my own life. What is wrong with wanting some answers? Look, kid, this isn't the sort of thing. I'll tell you when you're older. What difference will that make? Everyone's already dead. Samuel's frustration finally got to the better of him. He snarled. You are not the only one who lost someone, kid. I lost my family too. You can lose one more. I'm leaving. Where the hell do you think you're going? I was already halfway through the door. The paper cranes hanging above our heads suddenly seemed to spring to life, spiraling through the room as though caught by a freak wind. I turned my back towards Samuel, breathless and weeping. Somebody out there has the answers for what I'm looking for. If I can't get them from my own family, I'll get them from someone else. Holy sh... I slammed the door shut behind me and weakly fell to my knees. My breath was ragged as I knelt over and let out a broken feral scream. I was tired. So tired. I want my life back. I want my family back. Wow. This episode, I'm just gonna say, holy crap, is this episode going weird. I know I haven't been here in a while, alright? I haven't been in Repeat for a while, I'll be honest. But this that's going on now is absolutely legendary, okay? Alright. My eyes finally snapped open as I found myself lying prone on the bedroom floor. The paper crane fluttered above me patiently as I struggled to sit upright. Jake, are you alright? Did you see what Owen's wish was? I nodded numbly and rubbed my head. Yeah, I did. I'm not sure if I can help Owen with something so vague. He said he wants his family back, but I'm not sure there's a way I can help him with what that is when half his family's dead. I'm just one person. How am I supposed to help? Layla hummed lightly, their wings fluttering against the walls. I strained my ears to listen to the silence. I swear I can almost hear a faint little voice. There is more to this family than meets the eye. Each have left secrets and ambitions that lasted beyond the grave. Owen will never find peace in this family until each one of those secrets have been brought to light. Will you help us uncover them? I pressed my hand gently against the camera hanging from my chest. It felt really warm. I'll do my best. For Owen. The paper cranes in the room slowly stopped fluttering. The house became silent once more. This is a family built upon lies and good intentions. Oh, no, wait, what'd they say? Owen will not like what he finds. Oh, shit. God damn. Oh, my God. I did not want to yell this episode, but the amount of that just happened. Author's note. Hello, I'm Jayke, artist and writer for this visual novel. Thank you for playing with me. I hope you liked it so far. If you're feeling generous and would like to help create, please support me on Patreon. Okay, I'm going to leave it here to end the video. And dear God, the legendariness of this is actually mind-boggling. Wow, I have no idea if there's any Cecil route yet, which I will try tomorrow. I'll check to make sure if there's any tomorrow. This should go up on either the 24th or the 25th. 24th I have a band concert, so if it doesn't come up on the 24th at night, it will come up either night or morning of either of those. It'll probably become like maybe 12 in the morning on the 25th or 1 in the morning at the 25th. Somewhere in the morning at the 25th, most likely. No idea though. This is interesting. I really am very interested in this story now because dear God, was that insane what just happened. So, man, the way to leave it off on this note, Shiro, I have to give the tops hat to you. This is absolutely phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. I cannot give any more. Blackgate, okay, now, I don't want to bring up this visual novel in another visual novel video, but Blackgate is good. If I had to rate Blackgate, 8 out of 10. If I had to rate Repeat, 11 out of 10. This is easily in my top 5 favorite video games of all time. Hands down, no question, will not leave those just because of that moment. Up there as well as The Last of Us, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Toontown, things like that are on that list. And for me, those are colossal titans. This game is new. Being that this game can stand up to colossal titans, in my books, is absolutely phenomenal. And the one thing I really am gonna really hate when it happens is when the game ends. When the game's done, the game's over. I bought it. I went through every single thing in the game. I know we're miles away from that. But dear God, when we get to this point, the amount of information we're gonna be missing and the amount of fun that we have had going through this legendary series is insane. But don't worry about that. I don't know how far that is in the future. That could be 40 episodes from now. Who knows? I'm 15. This could finish when I'm 20. Who knows what's going to happen? But I cannot decline that this game is one of the best in its genre of visual novels. I just had a question the other day on Twitter where someone's like, what's the draw of visual novels? Or someone tweeted it out, and I'm like, it's a personal preference, but play a game like Repeat, the visual novel. Furry, it might be furry, you have to deal with it a little bit, but it is still legendary. I'm gonna be honest. Now, I'm not trying to diss my fandom or anything, but if, let's say, this was not a furry game, a game based on furries, this game would be one of the best in the world. But because the world is hypocritical and lots of judging and critical, information is given out about things like furries and bronies and all this stuff and stereotyping, this game is not going to get the credit it deserves, and yet it deserves so much credit that it's legendary. Because a lot of people who come to my channel come for reactions. Reactions are one of the biggest things on this channel. This is second to it. So being that people come to this channel and they are despised by me being a furry and say like, your videos are great, but I don't really like you because you're a furry. I'm sorry. And I completely understand that, but you just gotta look at things like this and realize that there is a world out there that is much bigger than many can even imagine. Like, if I was never given this idea from a person on Furry Amino, which I would not have even found if I wasn't a furry, I would have never played such a brilliant masterpiece game. So I know we're stretching this video, a few minutes are over, because normally I end at 35, now it's 40, but I'm going to end it here. I hope you all did enjoy this, and if you did, please hit that like button for the legendary video we just watched here. If I get 30 likes on this, no, I'm kidding. If I get 15 likes on this video within the first 2-3 days, I will make sure to spam this game until, actually here, better thing, if I get 15 likes on this video in the next few days, right? If it's a week from now, I'm not going to count it. In the next few days, if I get 15 likes on this video, I will upload a Repeat Theories video, and 20 likes, I'll upload a sex scenes video. Completely for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this. And the sex scenes will include the old Samuel one, just in case y'all are wondering. I do have that saved for you. And I'll see you all in the next video. My name's Cosmo with 5. Support Shirokai on Patreon. He is a legendary man. Check out the Repeat Discord server down in the description below in the social media tab at the bottom. I'll see you all in the next video. My name's Cosmo with 5. Goodbye. Peace.